We need Chris to do his editing magic and do a Leave the Memories Alone style video for Swingers Palace on our Patreon. You guys are trying to run me down into the ground.
My opinion, I'll say Mercedes Martinez.
No friends in the industry. Try your hardest not to get dick punched. We'll see you.
All these ladies just went out there, put their bodies on the line for our entertainment. And I wish that it was longer than what it was. Pause. But
hey, that's what she said.
That's what she said. That's what they all said because they're all she's. But yeah.
Great clips from last week, of course. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Blunt Impact. We have X Division matches. We have Battle Royals. We have women's matches. We have Bullet Club. We have the closing of one of our favorite places. A lot to get into. Blunt Impact, Chris G, Ness, Mary Jane. Producer, let's get funky. Ladies and gentlemen, heels and heelettes, welcome back to another episode of Blunt Impact Live. I am your boy Chris G, joined of course by my tag team partner, the three-time baby making champion Ness. He has red flags, you can see by his attire. He is a walking red flag.
Yeah, I'm set tripping. I was pink last week. I'll probably be blue next week. I'm blooded tonight.
Oh man, he's gonna be a bowler.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a bowler next week in Grove Street after. Shit. And we're joined, of course, by our co-host, Mary Jane. A lot to get into in this episode of Impact Wrestling. A lot of action, a lot of funny segments, a lot of good segments. But before we get into that, we got to remind everybody at home to hit those thumbs up. Like this video. If you're on Facebook, send us an emoji. If you're on Twitter, send us a heart. Share this video with whoever. Don't care. Doesn't matter who it is. Is it a sex bot? Yes, it is. Send it to them anyway. Maybe they'll watch it and then ask us to send them to a super chat. Like, no, it's the other way around. We don't do that to y'all. Y'all do that to us. Speaking of super chats, we want you to comment on the show, engage. Let us know in the comments what you thought about Impact Wrestling, this episode of Impact Wrestling. If you didn't watch the show, please let us know in the comments what you think about us explaining the show. Doesn't matter. But we can only read so many comments. So to guarantee your comment is read, you have to send us a super chat. Anything between $1 and $1 million, we're not picky. But the more zeros, the better. You know, I believe it was Abraham Lincoln that said that. We also want you to subscribe. You got to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Be part of the True Heel Heat family. And of course, hit the bells to be notified every time we go live or whenever we drop a video. You'll be notified so you can join us no matter where you are in the world and what time it is. You will be there with us. And we also launched a Patreon, True Heel Heat, patreon.com/True Heel Heat. Exclusive content on there. We will be promoting some of that later on in the show. But if you haven't joined us there, only for $3 a month, you can be a True Heel backer. So want to check that out. But we got to get into the October 14th edition of Impact Wrestling. Before we get into that, we are going to light our Mary Jane. I'm going to count down from 3 all the way down to 1. And we hope you light up with us. Doesn't matter what you're smoking out of. Does matter what you are smoking. Make sure it's green.
Ain't no crack.
Yes.
Ain't no crack over here.
Make sure it's green, maybe a little bit of purple or orange, depending on what type of weed you're smoking. But if it has any white in it, toss it out the window. Set up your
unless it's
plug because he's
unless
trying to
it's
set
White
you up.
Widow.
Yeah, which even some of that shit I don't trust. Whatever this is, it ain't
Yeah,
White
yeah,
Widow. It
White
ain't gonna
Widow.
kill me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. It's all good. All right, Ness, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna start at 3, 2, 1. All right, frantic world in the chats. What's up, Chris G? What's up, Ness? What's up, chat? SP3 Ness had to do some blood work. That's why we had a delay on this video. Pun intended.
Yeah, I had to. Oh shit, that was all smoky in here. Blood work and smoky. I'm a jack of all trades, folks.
He gives blood and smokes weed. So true Samaritan of the world. Speaking of Samaritans, we got to start off with one of our favorite Samaritans, El Phantasmo. And we're going to start off with X Division action here. We're going to have El Phantasmo coming out with Bullet Club, taking on Willie Mack, taking on Rohit Raju in an X Division title qualifying match. The winner of this will join Macklin and Trey Miguel in that triple threat match at Bound for Glory for the vacant X Division title. This match was good. Fast paced, hard hitting, everything you expect out of an X Division match. A lot of in and out for the most part because it was a triple threat match, but they did have moments where all three men were beating each other up. Mac hits the stunner towards the end on El Phantasmo, but the Bullet Club distract the ref while he goes for the pin. Then he does a suicide dive to take himself out and the Bullet Club. And as he does so, El Phantasmo and Rohit Raju trade spots until El Phantasmo hits the finisher for the win. Ness had El Phantasmo in this match. I had Willie Mack coming into this week. Plus our knockout knockdown predictions. I am sad 23-20, while Ness is kicking my ass at 29-14. So I got another one wrong. Great. You got this one right. But I enjoyed the match. Good opener. How'd you feel?
Hell yeah, this was a great opening match, man. It just personified the X Division, the talent in this match, all great in their own right. We got El Phantasmo, the Bullet Club, who brought out his Bullet Club members, which they obviously played a role in the decision in this match, just like how Bullet Club is supposed to. So that's what I had in the back of my mind, is which really ultimately led to me picking him to win this match. Willie Mack being just showing that he can be the size that he is and do things like El Phantasmo or any other guy of that stature, and just being that powerhouse, but also can move like a cruiserweight. Rohit Raju being that slimy, sneaky, underhanded bastard that he is, also adding his aesthetic to this match. It was great. It was good to see all these guys just goes fast paced, high octane that only the X Division can provide. Again, I went with El Phantasmo. I just had a feeling that he was going to win this match, and honestly, you couldn't go wrong with any of these guys. It was a great opener. It felt important. These triple threats that they're having to be in the match, deciding for the X Division title. It's good. Every match has been great so far. So let's just keep it going until we get to Bound for Glory.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to the triple threat match now that we know who's in it, and it should be interesting, very interesting. Next up, we got to talk about the women's match. It is Savannah Evans taking on Lady Frost. Solid match. Solid showing for Savannah Evans, to be honest. Frost kind of gives me Ruby Soho vibes. She's like the I don't want to call her the dollar value because it's so negative. I actually like Lady Frost. I'll call her the America's choice. She's the America's choice, Ruby Soho. Uh but yeah, Evans dominating the match until the commercial break. And then when we come back from the commercial break, ain't shit changed. She's still dominating. Frost makes a little comeback until she almost gets decapitated with a clothesline. So Evans hits the full Nelson Slam or the Maharaja's Kalas, pretty much for the win. Me and Ness both picked Savannah Evans, but after the match is what we really got to talk about. Diana Perrazzo comes out. She comes out with Matthew Raywalt, the Drama King. She puts over Savannah Evans and her
Yeah.
performance at the Monsters Ball
Hmm.
match at Knockouts Knockdown. And hey, I just seen your performance right now. You just dismantled this chick. So Deanna doing her best impression to be nice and suck up because she wants Savannah Evans to be the poison for Mickey James next week. Mickey James is returning to in-ring action after 6 years in Impact, and she thinks Savannah got what it takes to beat down Mickey. So that's what she's gonna do. She asks her to choose. I mean to be it, and she shakes her hand and accepts. Tasha's in the corner like I don't trust this bitch, but everything was cordial, and it looks like that's the match we're gonna have next week for Mickey James. So match was cool. I'm glad to see Savannah Evans show us some power. So she's showing us a little bit more every time we see her, which is cool. And I like Lady Frost. I hope they keep her around.
Yeah, you did. You did say you wanted to see more Lady Frost, so you got you got your wish, good brother. That's what's up.
Wishes do
Um,
come true sometimes.
yeah. Sometimes. Well, when you watch other, we're not going to get into that. But yeah, this was. I'm not even gonna lie. This was all right showing for Savannah Evans, and I say that because I felt like this was way too long of a match for the fact that she was dominating. The fact that they even went into a commercial during this match, I was like, we're gonna give this a little bit more time than we needed. Lady Frost did have that nice little slight comeback, but man, that lariat that Savannah Evans hit on her, I thought she punched her in the face. That shit looked way brutal, and I'm like, fuck, bro, that shit. Like I literally popped for it. I'm like, damn, that looked like it hurt. But I like Lady Frost too. I just think that this match went a little bit too long for what they were trying to do because obviously they're trying to show that Savannah Evans is this dominant monster, for the knockouts division. They showed that she won the Monsters Ball and knockouts knockdown. Then she dominates this match for however long it went. Obviously she picks up the victory. And the post match with Deanna coming out saying like, "Look, you're this much of a threat. I would love for you to be the poison for Mickey James." So I think that it would have probably hit a tad bit more if she made quick work of Lady Frost. But I kind of get it because Lady Frost is someone else that should be looked as a viable threat. And they didn't want to just go out there and have her do the jabroni job. She gave a little bit of a fight back, so that's good and all. But yeah, ultimately this was Savannah Evans' moment, and I like it. I like the fact that Deanna is giving her the opportunity, kayfabe wise. But I think it's good because she deserves a little bit more of a spot. Like she just had that monster showing at Knockouts Knockdown with the Monsters Ball match. So I like it. Keep the momentum rolling. Um, More than likely, Mickey will win. But as long as it's like that overcoming underdog babyface win, like a roll up or something like that, or like distraction or just something that will keep Savannah Evans looking strong in the finish, then I'm all right for it. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I didn't mind the booking of this match, but I understand where you're coming from. So
Yeah.
either way, Savannah looks good. So
Yeah.
that's all that's important. Slam and Sammy Bearcat Joe, our boy. Don't have any green, so I'm drinking tonight. Hey, it's all good, brother. Sometimes we do that here. Uh, you, my boy Blue. I gotta bring up his $5 super chat. We appreciate the super chat, good brother. You are our boy Blue, and his super chat. He said, so we want to thank you for that super chat, you my boy Blue. We appreciate that comment. But he's faded. He forgot to say something. What's up, y'all? We're all good now that you're here. Thank you for joining us, good brother. Frantic World. Hey Ness, did you see that Masha Slamovich signed with Impact Wrestling?
Yes, actually, I've been meaning to say something to Chris G. I think we talked about this off air, off of our Knockouts Knockdown review where, or you might have said it, you might have mentioned it on there
I
that she,
mentioned that
yeah,
I had seen a clip that Gail Kim had came out
yeah,
afterwards, so I think it
yeah.
was to offer a contract because I had read reports that she was going to sign a contract. So
Yeah, so yeah, I seen it on their Instagram, which was a great moment, man. Like, and you can tell that it was totally organic. Like, she had no idea it was going to happen. The emotion that she showed, and it was nice to see that too, because she really went out there and put on a championship type performance. Like, um, a losing effort, but it was, man, match of the night on the pay-per-view.
it
Match of
was
match of
against
the
the
fucking night.
best. It was against the best woman and
Exactly.
on the
On the show.
show. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
And she held her own. And again, we knew that Deanna was gonna retain, but she made it seem like there was a chance that she had a chance of getting the title. And I
no, well, it
love it.
wasn't a title match. It was just a
Well,
pick and
well, yeah,
poison.
yeah.
But
Excuse me,
even
excuse me.
even so, I mean, you
But
expect
yeah,
Deanna to pull out the W, and she
yeah,
gave us that little hint of doubt. So
exactly.
kudos to Miss Slamovich.
Yeah, and it
For,
adds more depth to the knockouts division, which is something that we need. Like I said, it's let's keep that door revolving, adding more people. You want a Lady Frost back? She's back tonight. You know, quite possibly, maybe she can get signed as well. It's nice to see Masha Slamovich. We got the inspiration coming up. Yeah, let's keep it rolling. Impact, honestly, Impact, in my opinion, has the best women's division right now out of all companies. And it's not only just because of the talent that they have signed, but the booking. Both, you need both to be the best. You can have all the great talent on your roster, but if you're booking them in fucking 2-minute matches and you got them looking like idiots every week, then how can you say that's the best? Like, it's not. It's stupid. It demeans and devalues that division and what you're doing to the talent that's in that division. So I think, and that's always been a thing for Impact. Obviously, the knockouts, they pretty much started the mainstream, so to speak, or the notoriety of women's wrestling in the states, as far as their the knockouts division. So it's great to see that they just added another great talent in Masha Slamovich. Uh, Mercedes Martinez, she won the whole fucking tournament. So I really haven't heard anything about her signing with Impact, but it just makes sense. Why give her this tournament win and if she's not a contracted talent? I just don't think that it would make sense to not do that. You don't want another Tessa Blanchard moment giving giving all this highlight to somebody that you really can't trust.
yeah, read about that. Rank the women's
Ooh.
divisions by company. Assuming NXT is his own women's division,
No, 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 no. You
we're
you
gonna
know what you know what to put that with. Do it.
so we're
Do
gonna
it.
count WWE as one. You can't separate Raw and
Yes.
SmackDown then.
No. No.
Oh, so then it got to be WWE one, AEW two,
Uh, uh,
Impact three, maybe. NWA only really got Camille. She's like,
Shit, I wasn't even thinking about them.
I mean, and Kylie Ray maybe like they don't have a really deep roster.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's not
Impact's
their
ro-
fault.
Impact's roster just like started getting a little boost. And then WWE, I mean, you got to count Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, all that talent in one. I mean, they're obviously number one. And AEW, I mean, they have top tier talent between Britt, Thunder Rosa. They got potential stars and Jade. You know,
Me
they got some depth.
pers- Yeah, good. I like that you highlighted that question by our boy Blue. By talent or booking. Well, as far as the talent, I think
I went. That's why I went
yeah,
based
no,
on talent.
that's a lot of people would think, like, you got Charlotte. Well, hold on, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair. That was just for our producer because I know he's gonna feel the way about that. All the talent, they have great talent, but
Woo!
WWE has the talent. It's the fact that they treat their women's division, unless you are Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, unless you're one of those names, but that their women's division is currently made up of 5 people, 6 maybe.
It's trash, even
Yeah,
for the upper tier names, because they still got
yeah,
to deal with bullshit. If you're
yeah, with
going
the
based on booking, AEW got to be one. I'll
yeah,
even say Impact is two, and then I'll put WWE three.
yeah.
Because in terms of booking, you even look at NXT's women's booking, it's fucking terrible. Especially, I mean, we watch and we do NX3 every week. We fucking know
Yeah,
how bad the booking is, and they have so
yeah,
much
we
talent.
know the
And
best firsthand.
the thing, you know what? And if you don't believe us, watch this fucking tournament just as proof. Because Impact knows how to put a women's tournament and a women's pay per view together. And then no slight at AEW because I love AEW, but they didn't really do the best job putting their women's tournament together either when they do it. So half of the shows weren't even on fucking national television, you know. And I get it. Impact Plus is a niche, streaming service. Cool, I get it. But they also had that shit on Fight, and the whole tournament happened on an all women's pay per view. So I mean, keep the concept going.
Also, I
Slammy,
gotta throw out there, Ring of Honor's women's division that they revamped is actually pretty decent. You'll see a few of these ladies in multiple promotions. Some of them might pop up in Impact from time to time. Well, not even time to time. Chelsea Green's doing both. I've
well, I'm
seen,
definitely missing companies. I'm sure like
yeah,
AAA even got
yeah,
decent
that just
women's divisions and shit.
yeah, well, we don't really. Well, I'm gonna say we don't really know them, and I'm the lucha libre
No,
guy
yeah,
over
I mean, I don't really,
here.
but I'm sure we're missing companies. But out of
Yeah,
the
of
companies we
course.
know, that's the way we would rank them.
Yeah.
Slammy Sam and Joe, I was told the TBS title looks like it says hose. Shit, look at it.
It's the way that
It's the
it's
way
the
the
way,
T,
yeah,
yeah,
the T, and then the B looks like the H going into the O on it. Yeah,
yeah.
it does.
I think it's time to I think it's time to get a replica of that though.
Yeah,
Oh shit,
yeah,
it does look like hose.
yeah. And it's the yeah. You know what? You can't make this shit up. It looks
Uh,
like hose for the women's division. Shit, that's oh man, we're gonna get
damn
canceled like
you,
Dave Chappelle.
damn you, TBS and your shitty logo design. We got to move on to the next match. It is VSK coming out with Brian Myers taking on Rich Swan and Willie Mack. Decent match, nothing crazy. VSK sends the rest of the jobbers of the learning tree to the back. Take a hike. Sam Beal tries to stick around, but Myers tells him to fuck off. He goes to the back. VSK shows a little promise in the ring. He's not bad, but once Rich Swan gets the momentum, it doesn't look so good for VSK. He eventually hits the Phoenix Splash for the win. Pretty much a squash. VSK showed a little offense in the beginning, but that's about it. Producer, that's Chris Sabin and Chris Bay. That is not Rich Swan. Clearly, our producer is just as high as us, and he's not telling us.
Oops.
Yeah, that was like Mortal Kombat. Whoopsie!
Whoopsie!
Then he just popped out.
The random white dude in the corner of the screen. Whoopsie!
Nah, you can't even blame me. They fucking look alike, man. Look at this, and then look at this. Like, come on, man. Come on,
Oh,
man.
he got a point. He got a point. I understand his
He
plight.
does. He does. He gets a pass. He's not high. He just made a common mistake. But yeah, decent match, decent show for VSK. Nothing crazy. How'd you feel?
The nerve of VSK is trying to send people to the back. He needed all the help he could fucking get. First of all, that guy got a little bit too big for his britches. But, what we expected it to be. Decent showing from him, but ultimately Rich Swan was going to get that victory. I mean, there was no doubt in either of our minds for that. So it was what it was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. You can't say nothing else after that. We got to go into the next match, which is Chris Bay with the Bullet Club taking on Chris Sabin with Finjuice. And this was a great fucking match.
Yeah,
Great back and forth exchange to start. Bullet Club and Finjuice tossed early, so it's a nice one-on-one match. Bay takes over and slows the match down a little bit. Once Chris Sabin regains the momentum a little bit, it turns into a back and forth. These guys are just trading spots, trading hard strikes, near falls, everything they can throw at each other. But Chris Sabin eventually hits his finisher for the win. Chris Sabin, just on a roll right now. You know how we feel about Chris Bay. We're Chris Bay fans over here,
Yeah.
but we forget how fucking good Chris Sabin is sometimes. And he just reminded me. I know that. So I really enjoyed this match. How about you?
So you picked Chris Sabin to win this match. So
Yes.
yeah, this is what we got. We got Chris G reviewing a match between Chris Sabin and Chris Bay. It's three. It's Chris Mania over here.
Oh,
But
running wild.
yeah, going into this match, I had again Bullet Club will play into the fact that I picked Chris Bay. Clearly, I was wrong. Um, that Bullet Club would be the deciding factor in this match because that's how they roll. You know, at the end of the day, I completely forgot about Fin Juice. I don't know how. I don't know why, but I forgot about that aspect in this match. Clearly, that came back to bite me in my ass, and that led to a Chris Sabin victory. But yes, this match was great. A back and forth, hard hitting match between the two of these guys. Not so much an X Division match, but that's basically what it was. Both of these guys, we have one pillar of the X Division in Chris Sabin, and then just another guy that even that made his star power, so to speak, in the X Division in Chris Bay. And just like man, it was a great match. I don't know what else to say about it. It was a great match. A much needed win for Chris Sabin, definitely because you know he's been interjected into the Fenju's Bullet Club storyline. You know they've been taking some L's here, so he just needed that one definitive win to show like, hey, I'm Chris Sabin. I'm still around. I can still go. I'm still one of the best. And who better to do that over than the one of the hottest acts in Impact right now in Chris Bay and with the Bullet Club. And it was clean.
Yeah, it was clean. We'll see what happens because we might get a tag team match between two out of three of the guys in the Bullet Club. I'm assuming Chris Bay and Hikuleo versus Finjuice, maybe for number one contendership title shot for the tag team titles, maybe. But next up, we got Ace Austin. He's having an interview. He's not happy. We getting jumped in the line. You know, he thought he was next up in line for another shot at the World Championship, but Josh Alexander cashed in that option C and skipped him. He's not too happy about it, but he thinks the Call Your Shot Gauntlet is just what he needs. So him and Fulton plan to take over in the Battle Royal, get that last spot in the Gauntlet. He makes his own luck, and we'll see if he does that in the Battle Royal next. Couple notable eliminations here. Moose eliminates Alicia Edwards first. She tries to fight Moose, and he just tosses her out. Johnny Swinger eliminates himself due to the creepy brides. They go to attack him, and he just takes himself out. He says, "Fuck it, daddy, I'm out of here." Matt Cardona throws out Brian Myers, but Brian Myers is saved by the learning tree. They save him like he's Jesus. Right? And then they put him back up, and he gets kicked in the face by Rachel,
Anyway,
and he ends up getting eliminated. Yep, that's them. Fucking Zicky Dice and Manny Lemons can't do anything right. Fulton protecting Ace the whole match. The evil brides miss Fulton and they try to throw him out, but Ace comes, saves Fulton. He super kicks Lee out the ring, and then Fulton literally throws Brandy Lauren out onto the pile into the outside. Madman Fulton gets double booted out by Moose and Morrissey. And then we cut to a commercial break. When we come back, we're down to the final four. It's Chris Sabin, Ace Austin, Moose, and Morrissey. They're all beating down Chris Sabin. Ace Austin tries to make peace and try to eliminate Sabin first, but Moose and Morrissey, they're not having it. They fling Ace over the top rope onto Fulton. Chris Sabin then eliminates Moose, but at the end, Morrissey is just way too strong for Chris Sabin, and he eliminates him to win the gauntlet. I mean, to win the final spot in the gauntlet. So we will be seeing Morrissey at Bound for Glory. I'm good with the winner. Some cool, funny spots in the Battle Royal. Nothing crazy. I've seen worse. But Ness, how'd you feel about this?
Yeah, it basically is battle royal. It's outside of a few spots and outside of a couple moments. It is what it is. It's not going to be anything out of the like extremely groundbreaking or anything like that. But yeah, for the moments that they were and the eliminations, the way that they happened, it was decent. I'm not mad at Morrissey winning. We couldn't predict who was going to be in the match, and there was or who was winning, but this makes sense. He's been booked pretty strong, so like going forward, or since he's been in Impact, and now the fact that I actually like that him and Moose didn't have to get down to that, when guys are having an alliance and things like this, like these type of matches, they end up turning on each other or just breaking up. I actually like the run that those two are having, and so for that to actually continue and not have this match affected, which is great because it goes back to the Chris Sabin and Moose beef. That's the reason how Moose was eliminated, and they was able to keep his story going forward. So yeah, I'm all right with Morrissey getting this W. Again, like I said, at least he's been protected for the most part and booked strong enough to make this win seem legit and make it seem like it can actually happen.
Forget I was on mute. Yep, I agree. That Mary Jane kicking my ass right now. We got to
Yeah.
go. Frantic World, is Moose still going for the Impact World title? He's a little sidetracked right now. We might see him back in the picture if Josh Alexander becomes champ. But we'll talk about that down the line. We got to talk about the rest of the segments of Impact Wrestling. A lot of interesting ones. One heartbreaking one. We'll save that for last. We got to start off with Steve Macklin cutting a promo. Talks about his background. He calls these guys ribbon chasers. Those are the guys that'll go out and chase medals and get you killed. He basically says, fuck ribbon chasers. You don't like ribbon chasers. And that's what the guys chasing after the X Division title are. So he wants the title because he wants the target on his back. Good shit. Steve Macklin plays this little sick fuck role. Kind of good. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I like he was talking that shit because he's basically saying, well, to my understanding, people in the military. I forgot what branch of the military he was in. I believe
He's a Marine.
A Marine. Yeah, that's pretty fucking pretty top notch.
I know fucking Air Force. Tell you that much.
Yeah, he keeps throwing me off. But saying that these guys are just going out there, but he's pretty much calling people clout chasers for the most part. But in the military, you go clout chasing, you're liable to get yourself or military, the Marines, you're liable to get yourself and your band of brothers killed. You just want to go out there for the glory, for the notoriety, for the flashing lights, the fame, and all that. And that's, at the end of the day, that's not what it's about. So I like that he was able to bring that aspect of, and I'm pretty sure that's something that he went through in real life, honestly, because that's what it sounded like, that he was able to talk about that from experience with his character. So I like the fact that he's playing up on that. And yeah, I can definitely see him. I hope he becomes X Division champion at some point, just because of the fact that they're building him up this way. And again, this is another person that's been extremely strong in the show and an Impact. So I can definitely see him getting the X Division title. I think it would just be right.
I feel like he makes people salute him in the back. Like as soon as he walks into the locker room, everybody's like, shit. Sir?
Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch.
Fucking yeah, well, get at ease, you pussy. With a cigar in his mouth and shit with the shades on. At ease, you pussy. Next up, we got Trey Miguel. He has an interview. He's asked about his chances in the triple threat X Division match for the X Division title. He starts going into some math, starts hyping himself up, but then Alex Zane interrupts. Says he got to see what the hype was about with Trey Miguel, but he was not satisfied. He challenges him to a one-on-one match. He says something about sauce, and Trey Miguel says, "Bring all the sauce you got." Hey, yo, And then Alex Zane says, "You want a taste?
Taste, yeah.
Double Ayo, Ayo, Ayo." Uh, we took a turn here on this interview, but I'm actually excited to see this match because I like Alex Zane. I'm glad to see him back in Impact. So him and Trey Miguel should be a good match. I believe that's happening next week.
Yeah, I'm ready to see that. That's the thing. That's like his moniker or like his
Yeah,
nickname, that the sauce. So that's where like you want to. Nah, I don't want a taste of that. You keep your sauce to yourself, dude.
yeah. Keep that shit at home, locked in a jar. You don't bring it out towards me. I'm allergic to that shit. What's in it? Doesn't matter. I'm allergic. Shit give me hives. Next up, we got a Gail Kim interview. She puts over Knockouts Knockdown. And then Decay creepily interrupts, of course. And they ask about this whole Inspiration, this debut at Bound for Glory, because the Inspiration will be taking on the Decay for the tag team titles at Bound for Glory in their debut. Uh, Decay asks very creepily, "Is this the right move? Do you really want to throw them into the fire so quick? You know, it's their debut. Give them a bad impression." And then a messenger comes, like I thought he was a process server. I thought he was gonna hit Gail Kim with papers, but he's just a messenger. Has a letter that's typed out by Jesse McKay and Cassie Lee, the Inspiration, and they talk about their well-deserved title shot. And the end said, "If you didn't read that shit in an Australian accent, you have to read it again." And
That
Gia
shit was
Miller's
funny.
it was, and Gia Miller's not having no part of it. She can't do an Australian accent. She can't fucking read. I can't do an Australian accent like that either. Every time I try to do an Australian accent, it
You
comes out
sound.
British.
I was gonna say yeah. I was gonna say the same thing. I can't do it either.
I
Crikey.
mean,
That's the only thing I can say. Crikey.
I have to get super like stereotypical if I'm gonna do it Australian accent. Be like, "Hey, mate, you want a fucking box of kangaroo?" Like,
Yeah, you sound like fucking Kano from Mortal Kombat.
yeah, there we go. Shit, Kano's Australian. That's good. "Hey, mate, I'll fucking stab you for your necklace." But I love Australians. I
Bro,
like the
every
Australians.
accent you try to do is either English or Irish. It's nothing else.
There's no in between.
Well, fuck me sideways. No. Uh, next up we got we got Heath. He's meeting with Scott D'Amore. He wants his first match back to be at Bound for Glory because last year that's where he got hurt. But he wants his match to be with Rhino against Violent by Design. Uh, Scott D'Amore basically says if he signs his contract, that's what he'll get if that's what he really wants. So he signs the contract. He lets off a nice "oh baby," and Heath is officially back at Impact Wrestling. So good to see him. Looking forward to the tag team match.
Yeah. Nothing. This is what our producer does.
Oh, I worked out my core today. That did not feel good. Oh shit.
Oh god, they should have never gave you the internet.
Ernie's pussy, right? It would be Solid Snake. Macklin is the real life Solid Snake. Good bros. They're still on vacation. They do everything together. Frantic World is enjoying this. They do everything together. Which I don't know if it's. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Uh,
But they're upset that they don't have opponents yet for Bound for Glory. So they do propose that Bullet Club and Finjuice have a tag team match to determine the number one contenders for their tag titles. So I think we might be getting that next week, or yeah, right. That would be the go home show before Bound for Glory. So I think we're getting that match next week.
yeah.
We'll confirm sooner or later. But are you looking forward to that?
Yeah. I'm if they're going I want them to go to Bullet Club
Bullet
route
Club route. Hmm.
only because they go, let's say for hypothetical reasons, they go to Bullet Club route, which Hikuleo and Chris Bay, versus the Good Bros, that can start. That can be the starter. That can be the quote unquote the appetizer. Good Bros retain. Who comes up? God possibly. Let's do it like that. Get God in here versus the Good Bros. Y'all teased us. You gave it. Then you took it away. Give it back to us. We need it right now.
Yeah, you, and Frantic World are all on the same page. So hopefully that's the plan. But we'll find out at Bound for Glory. We also get a Minoru Suzuki promo. He is coming soon to Impact Wrestling, so couple options for him. Him versus Moose. I think. Well, we already seen that. I can't remember where, but I know they had a match recently. And then I would like to see Morrissey. Morrissey maybe. Of course, maybe Eddie Edwards if he's
Yes.
around. Or too bad Sammy wouldn't be around. That would be nice. Two sick fucks having a sick fuck fight.
Crazy.
Yeah, that would be cool. But too bad Sammy got a broken ankle, so speedy recovery, brother. But yeah, Suzuki's coming. The possibilities are appetizing.
Yeah, and endless. I like to
And
see. Well, if he wasn't like mixed up with Christian Cage, I like to see him Minoru Suzuki versus Josh
Josh
Alexander.
Alexander. Yeah.
I'd probably like to see him versus Willie Mack too. I think Willie Mack might be able to sell his ass off for Suzuki and make that an entertaining match.
There's an interesting thought. Next up, we got to talk about the Christian Cage and Josh Alexander Summit hyping up their match at Bound for Glory. Josh Matthews sitting in the ring with both guys. It's an empty arena. They're just answering questions. Josh Matthews asks Christian Cage, how satisfying was it to pin Kenny Omega? Christian reveals that he came back to win championships and make history. And it was very satisfying to pin Kenny Omega for the Impact Championship. Then he asks Josh Alexander, how did it feel to turn in the championship for the X Division championship for Option C and a shot at the World Championship? He says he'll do whatever it takes to be the world champ. Once he beat Chris Sabin, he knew that the only thing going forward was to cash that in and go for the world championship, and he has no regrets. Josh says he has a huge fan. Christian gave him hope when he was young and watching because they're from the same town, near from each other. But he brings up a clip from AEW where Christian jokes about who's
Mm,
Josh Alexander. And
mm.
Josh sees this as a sign of disrespect and gets super pissed and walks off. A lot of drama here. I'm glad they didn't get physical, but it adds another layer to the story of Christian Cage and Josh Alexander. Kind of like a mentor protege type situation without them really being mentor protege. It's more of like the idol and and the young buck that's about ready to be the face of the company and shit. It's good storytelling. I like where they went with this. How'd you feel? At first I was like the summit. I was like what the fuck is this gonna be about? But I enjoyed it. How about you?
Yeah, uh it's backing the fact that I really hope that Josh Alexander goes on to defeat Christian and finally become Impact World Champion. And it just plays up on the fact that kayfabe wise from that clip from the AEW questioning that Christian doesn't take Josh Alexander seriously as a serious singles competitor. That's just what I'm getting from it. And now this just has to reassure that Josh Alexander's like, look, you disrespected me. You want to take me lightly. That's going to be on you. I'm not coming in there taking you lightly. I know who you are. I know your history. We're similar in some ways, but like at the end of the day, I'm not a pushover. I'm not to be taken lightly. And if you fuck around and you want to do that, and you think I'm a joke to you, then it's going to backfire on you, and you're going to get your ass beat, and I'm going to become the new Impact World Heavyweight or World Champion. So I like that fire out of Josh because he needs it. He needs it going into this match. It's a big fight feel, and he needs all that to get his mind right and focus and to ultimately defeat Christian and become Impact World Champion. You're muted.
Second time it happened.
It's
Fucking
all
second
good.
time it happened. Uh, we have one more week to build up towards this match, so I want to see what happens next week. But this was good. This got me more invested in the match, so I can't wait. And finally, we have to come up to our last segment, and it's not only our last segment; it's closing time. One night stand at borrow. I don't know the words, but it's closing time for Swingers Palace, Daddy. They're moving shit out. They're almost done. They got a swinger. Swinger got a nice photo of himself, a picture of himself. He wants to keep it. Thanks, Dino. Thank you for your service, Dino. And Bravo turns around and says, "By the way, my name is John. It took me a year and a half of Swinger Palace episodes to realize he was calling him Dino this whole time because of Dino Bravo. But it's all right. It's all right. We're late. We sometimes we figure shit out late. Alicia, yeah, there he is, very dejected. We'll see you later, Dino. Alicia Edwards comes in. She says sorry to Bravo, and Bravo says, "Yeah, I know." They're both they're both feeling it. Alicia, this was Alicia's home as well too. This is Bravo's home. Hernandaddy approaches Swinger. He says, "I gotta leave too, man. Thank you for everything." And then he snatches Swinger's cash roll out of his hand and he says, "You owe me 3 weeks back pay." Swinger ain't paying his security. I don't know why Hernandaddy just been working for free for the last month, but at least he got some money back. Then the Swingerellas decide to hype up one of the Swingerellas to make a move on Johnny Swinger. She goes up to Johnny Swinger and admits that she has feelings for Johnny Swinger. And Johnny Swinger replies, "There's two rules, Daddy. Rule number 2, never fall in love with a Rizat. Rule number 1, don't fall in love with the swingman. It's in the name, Daddy. Don't fall in love with a Rizat."
Man.
Very fitting. Uh, Sabin walks in. Chris Swinger Swinger walks by and says, "Hey kid, nice match," and brings his shit out. That's it. Swinger leaves the palace. Chris Sabin sits by the poker table, the empty space. Uh, Swingerella too likes him, and she wants Chris Sabin not to go to Vegas and to stay there with him. But he says there's only one thing he loves, and that's wrestling. Gay? No, no. There's nothing
Fuck
wrong
it,
with
I
it. I'm
would have
just
brought her
joking.
along with me. Like, bitch, man, come on, bring your ass.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he could have pulled off too. Come on, Chris Sabin, get your head out of your ass. But Chris Sabin says he loves wrestling more, and he has to go to Vegas. It's very emotional. We had a nice little video montage, and Chris Sabin proclaims, "I'll always love this place." He looks like Will Smith when he walks into the empty room. That's Chris Sabin. I was gonna make that meme and I totally forgot to do it. But yeah, a lowly, sad, dejected Chris Sabin, just like me and Ness. We're sad to see Swingers Palace come to its end, but hey, we had some good memories. How'd you feel about this finale?
Leave the memories alone. That's exactly how this felt. Like this series finale of one of your favorite TV shows. Because this was always our favorite segments of the night. If it wasn't the best segment, or if we didn't have a Swingers Palace, we had to settle for we had to settle for something else. But Swingers Palace, they always hit. Great show, great man. I'm hurting. I'm hurting, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss all the fights that broke out, the illegal betting that was going on, the kidnapping of the Swingerellas, Johnny Swinger just being a complete slime ball. It's just
Super
so
Slam.
super slime ball. It was, man, just so many memories that we gonna have going forward. But man, they gotta find something else to replace this. Like, this is a major part of the show for me that's being taken out right now. So we need something. Do something. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are gonna
Swinger
do.
needs to do something else illegal. Trying to
Yes,
think what else that's illegal that he could do, and it would, like they'll get away with it.
just let them, like,
Obviously, cockfights is out the question, so we're not getting that. But there should be something. They could think of something. But
something.
yes, R.I.P. Swingers Palace.
We had
We
some
had
great
fun.
times. Yeah.
We had fun while it lasted. But that's gonna be all for this episode of Impact Wrestling. Uh, Bullet Club versus the Elite coming soon. I hope so. I'm waiting for it. I really hope it comes sooner rather than later. But we could take our time. It doesn't matter. There's no rush. Suzuki versus Caleb with a K in a dream match. Uh, it'd be a nightmare match for Caleb.
Hell
He'd
yeah.
probably need a real neck brace in real life after that shit. Not one with a bow tie. One of them Dr. Fauci joints.
Yeah, you're gonna get a matching back brace.
Yeah.
Fucking stand up.
Shrivap Singh says hi. If I butchered your name, it's because I'm high. So, welcome to the show. If you're new here, hit that thumbs up, press that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so we can see you next time we go live because this episode is coming to an end. Ness, where can we find you at?
You guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, skinny__Kravitz, right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. One half of Fusion of Honor with my man, the Stat King, the man of 1,004 numbers, where we review MLW Fusion and Ring of Honor. Catch me on, obviously, Blunt Impact, Judge Jabronis with my man, Chris G. Every Thursday night, 10:15, we review Impact Wrestling. Come on down, bring some greenery. You know how we do over here. Uh, NX3, we review NXT 2.0. Myself, Chris G, Romeo Anthony Colon, every Tuesday, 10:15. If you're one of the millions of, or not even millions, because they only did that like once or twice. If
Mhm.
you're one of the hundreds of thousands of people that tuned out of NXT, have no fear. You can just watch NX3. We review NXT for you so you don't have to watch it. And quite honestly, we're better than them. Always thumbs up, never a thumbs down. Come check us out. Roundtable Rebel, catch me on the roundtables. I will be guest appearing on this week's episode of True Hill Heat. It is one True Hill Heat 147, along with the NWA podcast. We are doing another, was it like a mock draft, a drafting of wrestlers. We'll be joining SP3. So make sure you guys tune in. You can also catch me on tomorrow's night episode of Friday Night Warriors, where we will be watching the watch along with SmackDown. And also, before we get into Rampage, the buy in on YouTube between one match, was it Lee Moriarty versus Bobby Fish? But the one that's making the rounds, the match that's making the waves in professional wrestling right now. Minoru Suzuki versus Brian Danielson. It's going to be great. Make sure you guys come on, uh, watch it with us. Get your reactions in the comment section. Going to be crazy. No, it's going to be crazy. Oh yeah, we're going to watch a little SmackDown too. I think I said that already, but yeah, Brian. I'm here for Brian versus Suzuki for sure.
Which women's division has the best booking? 100% AEW. Yeah, good. Kudos to you guys. Here we go. Chris Sabin walking into Swingers Palace. It's exactly what it's like.
Get you a producer like us, like ours. We can't
Yes.
have ours, but get you a
No.
producer like them.
But get you one like yes. You can find me at True Hill Chris G. You can also find me right here, of course, on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Blunt Impact every Thursday nights after Impact Wrestling. NX3 after NXT 2.0 every Tuesday night. And then Friday Night Warriors every once in a while. Probably won't be here tomorrow, but I will be watching. You can maybe you'll find me in the comments. I got the dead stare. As soon as I said that, I got the dead stare. But no, you can find me everywhere. And of course, you can find me on our Patreon, True Heel Heat, patreon.com/True Heel Heat. Me and SP3 did the Heels review. We broke down every episode of season 1 of Heels. It was a great show. We encourage everybody to watch it or just watch us on the Patreon. It saves you time because that's a lot of hours, a lot of episodes, but we do a good job of breaking down the characters for you guys. We also have our Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 3 reactions, watch along reactions. Me, True Hill Romeo, I believe, was Neswin there with us? I can't remember.
Well, the Deontay Wilder versus I
Nah,
wasn't on there. Nah.
I know it was me and Romeo. and I can't remember who else. But yes, it was a fun one. I want to try to see that myself because I'm sure we had some good reactions when both of these big fucks got knocked down. So got to check that out. What else we got planned for this weekend? We have the Dark Side of the Ring review, The Many Faces of Luna Vachon. That is tomorrow with SP3. I don't believe Chrissy Love will be making it, but we have possibly Romeo, Stat King. I believe it's Romeo. So we're looking forward to that tomorrow. Also on the Patreon, January 2022, the relaunch, Joints and Jabronis. It'll be a lot smoother, a lot rawer, a lot more funnier. Bring your Mary Jane. Can't wait to start that up. We'll keep you guys in the loop about that. So join that Patreon because we'll be making our debut there. Producer, anything else that we got for this weekend? We had the True Heel Heat. We got into that Friday Night Warriors. So that'll be it for this episode of Blunt Impact. Remember to follow True Heel Heat on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at True Heel Heat. And hit those thumbs up like this video. Don't forget to share this video with whoever don't care. Make sure they're good people. Don't share us with assholes. I don't like assholes. Those are the ones that give us a thumbs down and they can eat a dick. You know how it goes. Comments, leave your comments even after you watch, even after the live. If you didn't catch us live, let us know how you felt about the show anywhere. And then hit those notification bells so you can join us live next time and you don't miss us. Andre Corbeil, what's good, home slices? What's good? You missed a hell of a show. You're going to have to press rewind. I hope you got more weed. Just light up another one and watch it all over again. Trust me, it was a good show. You're going to have fun. We thank you for joining us, even if that's the end. We appreciate the effort. A for effort, brother. So, for the three-time baby making champion Ness, for our co-host, for Mary Jane, for our producer in the back. I am your boy Chris G. I'll always love this fucking place. We'll see you next time.
R.I.P. Swingers Palace.
Leave the memories alone.